All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your Smackdown review for December 22, 2023. Pretty much the last Smackdown of the year because next week's going to be a like a highlight show of 20 of Smackdown for the year. So I'll probably most likely not going to do a Smackdown review next week. Well, tonight we had AJ. He explained why he attacked LA Knight. Looks like we're going to get a new number one contender for Roman Reigns' next title match for the undisputed title at the Royal Rumble. It's gonna be a triple threat match. And then we had two masked guys show up and help Santos win. And then we had the other pretty much U.S. title tournament and all this stuff with the Bloodline and AJ, Randy, and LA Knight. So that was pretty much it. The main things for SmackDown tonight. Thought it was an okay, decent show. Usually for shows that they tape, because this episode was taped last week and they aired it this week. Usually they just mail it in and they just do random pointless matches. But and usually the stars ain't there when they tape a show and show it the week after. So good on them, I guess. All right, first up we got AJ Styles, aka the Jack Soccer Mom. He starts off the show. Says Randy wants Roman Reigns at the Rumble. Says LA Knight wants Roman Reigns at the Rumble. Says I don't care about Randy Orton or LA Knight. He says he wants Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. And then LA Knight comes out. Yeah. Get to the picture right there. He says, let me talk to you. You can have Roman after I get him first. Yeah. And we got Jack Randy Orton comes out there. Says it's been 18 months, guys. 18 months that the Bloodline took me out for. And so all these three guys are just like arguing with each other. And then eventually Nick Aldis gets out there, says it's going to be in 2 weeks at Smackdown New Year's Revolution. AJ Styles versus LA Knight versus Randy Orton. And the winner is going to face Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. So most likely it's going to be, my pick's going to be Randy Orton to win this match. It's pretty obvious because LA Knight doesn't make sense. He already got his shot. And he was telling the guys, I forgot to write this part down. He's like, oh, the Bloodline took you out, AJ, and they took you out, Randy, but did they take me out? No. But he's already gotten his shot at Roman Reigns during this title reign. He just got it a month ago. So it doesn't make no sense for LA Knight to win. AJ Styles hasn't faced Roman Reigns during this title reign, and neither has Randy Orton because he was injured. So my pick's going to be Randy Orton to win. But maybe this could end up as a fatal four-way if the Bloodline interferes in the match in 2 weeks, and then it becomes a fatal four-way at the Royal Rumble. It'd be good to see that maybe instead of just another one-on-one match with Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. So we'll see what happens in a couple weeks. All right, next up we got a segment in the back. Jimmy's in the Bloodline locker room. Jimmy Uso and Solo. Jimmy's like, you gotta perform under pressure, call a hot route. Isn't acting like a goof. So the camera pans over to Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Roman asks, wise man, who's the SmackDown GM? Paul Heyman says, Aldis, Nick Aldis. Roman says, bring him to me. And that was it for that. Next up, we got Dragon Lee versus Butch. Dragon Lee wins. I pretty much thought this match was trash because they were just spamming moves, no storytelling, no ring psychology, nothing. They're just spamming moves. They hit like 20, 30 moves and no selling. The match was trash. Yeah, so Dragon Lee wins against Butch. Next up, we got another segment in the back. To Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Nick Aldis. Roman says, leave us. Paul Heyman says, yes, my tribal chief. Roman says, how do you know? I wasn't talking to you. He's talking to Nick Aldis here. And then Nick Aldis says, I'm not sure I care you were. And then Roman says, you booked a triple threat match, right? Says, I did. Roman then says, you booked Solo versus AJ tonight. Says, I did. Nick Aldis said that. And then Roman said, some pretty good ideas. You want to know what would have been a better idea? You ran it all by me first. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the head of the table. Everything goes through me. Adam Pierce understood that. And Nick Aldis says, I'm an executive. I don't have feelings. Adam Pierce is middle management. I'm the GM. I'm the general manager. The buck stops with me. And he says, Solo took care of John Cena in a way. I don't remember you taking care of John Cena. And the crowd, they pop for that. They get a pretty good burn by Nick Aldis there. And he says, I'm looking forward to seeing Solo take on AJ and the three-way, the triple threat. I look forward. Yeah, so he says, I look forward to seeing Solo take on AJ and then the triple threat match in a couple of weeks. And he says, I look toward more productive dialogue. I hope we can get to know each other better. And then the segment's pretty much over, and then the camera just zooms in on Roman, and he looked all pissed off and stuff. So Nick Aldis pretty much putting his foot down, telling Roman, "I run the show here, not you. To run everything by you." Easily, that was the best segment of the night. All right, next up we got Kevin Owens versus Carmelo Hayes in the United States Championship Tournament, second round semifinals. KO hit a DDT for a 2 count from the top rope. KO hit a pop-up powerbomb for a near fall, and he hit the stunner for the win. I thought the match was whatever. Just didn't really care for it. No storyline, no nothing. All right, next up we got Bobby Lashley versus Santos Escobar. Pretty much towards the end of the match, there's these two masked guys that show up, this guy and the other guy. And it's I remember the last time I don't even know where these guys have been. Was it Garza? And I can't remember the other guy's name. But yeah, they just randomly show up. I guess they were on NXT. They got demoted. Now they're back on the main roster. They're going to be teaming up with Santos in a faction. They're going to call this the new LWO or whatever. Don't really know. Don't really care about this. All right, next up, we got the main event. AJ Styles versus Solo Sikoa. AJ hits a springboard moonsault for a 2 count. Solo hit a Samoan drop for a near fall. And then Tribal Chief shows up and interferes in the match. He starts attacking AJ. And Solo helps him out to beat up AJ. And then Randy Orton comes out there. Where's he at? Right there. And then Jimmy Uso and then LA Knight. And they started fighting each other. And then right here, these three guys, AJ, Randy, and LA Knight, they start arguing with each other. AJ's like, oh, I told you guys don't interfere in my match. And then they start arguing with each other, and then they start fighting each other. And that's pretty much it for SmackDown. And then Roman was like holding these guys, holding the Bloodline back, telling them don't get in because these three started fighting each other. So yeah, that was pretty much it for SmackDown. I think Randy Orton's gonna win. So next week, I just want to give you guys a head up. Next week, won't be doing a SmackDown review because this is basically the last SmackDown of the year. So yeah, because next week they're gonna do like a best of SmackDown highlight show, and then 2 weeks, there won't be a review because I'm gonna be going to the show. So it's rare that they come out here, Vancouver. So probably record a bunch of stuff for the channel, like the entrances and matches and stuff. So. Should be a lot of, I'll probably upload those either very late Friday night on whatever date that is. What date is that? Yeah, January 5th. So either, yeah, it's gonna be a late night. So if I don't upload all the videos from the show late Friday, like 11 o'clock midnight, then for sure it'll be up all the videos will be up from that show on Saturday morning on the 6th. Yeah. So if I don't upload on Friday night, then yeah, most likely I'll upload all the videos on January 6th. So stay tuned for that. But I will be recording more videos since I got 2 weeks off from work finally. So I'll probably, yeah, so I got a bunch of videos coming out before then. So stay tuned for that. So that was pretty much it. Just want to give you guys a heads up for the channel. like next couple weeks on the Smackdown review. See ya.